What's up, GOT Nation? It's your boy DJ11 here, and I'm here to dispel that age-old theory R plus L equals J. No, it doesn't. Ultimate spoilers coming up. Like a lot of you, I've read the books a couple times. I've seen all 5 seasons on HBO multiple times, and I got a lot of questions. And damn it, George, I'm ready for some answers, not just more questions. But seriously, I like having a lot of fun with this, and I see a lot of you guys doing the videos out there and gals, and it looks like a lot of fun. So I said, hey, what the heck? I'll go ahead and put one up myself. It seems like the whole world is bitten into the theory that R plus L equals J, and like so many things out there, when the whole world thinks absolutely positively for sure it's this one way, it's usually not, and I believe this is the case here. I think it all started out at the Tournament of Harrenhal. That's a tournament where Rhaegar got a lot of the High Lords together and he was going to usurp his father's throne. He knew Mad King Aerys was going crazy and they needed to get rid of him. Of course, one of our favorite characters, the Spider, Varys, leaned into Mad King Aerys' ear and told him exactly what was going on, so Mad King Aerys ended up showing up at the tournament. I actually think this is why Rhaegar was able to win the tournament. I think he was so mad that his father showed up that he just kind of had the juice and the rage to win the tournament. But the night before, they had a party, and Rhaegar sang a song. And when he started to sing this song, Lyanna started to weep. Now, Lyanna Stark was a wild wolf of the north, and not exactly the kind of maiden that just went around crying about every little thing. What would make her cry like that? While this was going on, Ashara Dayne walked in, and Sir Barristan the Bold said it looked like she had been dishonored. And when she walked into the party, she cried out Stark. Now everybody thinks that she cried out Stark, crying out for Brandon or Eddard to go back and do something about her getting dishonored. I don't think that's the case. I think she cried out Stark, calling out to Lyanna because she knows what just happened to her just happened to Lyanna, and that's why Lyanna was weeping. Who would have the balls to be going around at this major tournament dishonoring highborn maidens? Whose wife said she was going to get rid of her handmaidens before he turned them all into whores? It only comes out to one name. The next day at the tournament, Rhaegar ends up winning the whole tournament, and when you win it, you get the honor of dubbing one of the maidens at the tournament the Queen of Love and Beauty. And when it was time to do this, he marched right past his wife and ended up dubbing Lyanna Stark Queen of Love and Beauty. The whole place went batshit. Get it? Bats, Harrenhal. Everybody went nuts. And a lot of people think that Rhaegar and Lyanna had fallen in love. Some people even think that Rhaegar and Lyanna went out in front of a heart tree and got married. And I don't think this is the case. I think when he dubbed her the Queen of Love and Beauty, it was more of an apology, like, I'm sorry for what happened to you. I think she got dishonored as well. About 9 months later, Brandon was on his way to marry Lysa Tully down in Riverrun and gets word that Rhaegar had taken Lyanna and kidnapped her. So him and his boys go straight to the kingdom and demand to get a sister. Well, Mad King Aerys imprisons them all and orders all their fathers to come down to answer for what they've done. When the fathers show up, Mad King Aerys kills everybody, except for Rickard Stark. Rickard demands to have a trial by combat. So, of course, we know what happens there. Mad King Aerys names Fire his champion and basically burns Rickard to death. And lets Brandon strangle himself. You guys know the story there. So basically, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. It caused the Roberts Rebellion, a big uprising. They go to war. The North rallies their banners. They end up winning. When they get, basically they have it all won, Eddard goes out to the Tower of Joy to rescue his sister. When he gets there, he finds her in a pool of blood. They say when you find a maiden in a pool of blood like that, it usually means she just had childbirth. Who was that child? As we pretty much all agree, that child was Jon Snow. But now you gotta look at the basic facts. Who was downstairs? It wasn't the Prince to Be guard. It wasn't the Wild Woman of the North guard. It was the King's Guard. Why would the King's Guard be downstairs? When D&D started this project, George asked them one simple question. They answered, George smiled, and the project got greenlit. Sometimes, I know they did a lot of research, but I don't think they got so deep into theories like a lot of us have done. Sometimes you just got to look at the basic facts. Who was downstairs? They go downstairs. There is a huge rebellion, a huge war for the throne going on. And 3 of the Kingsguard are downstairs at the Tower of Joy protecting a baby. One of those Kingsguard is the greatest sword on the planet, Sir Arthur Dayne. And you think they did this for the bloodline or the name for Rhaegar's son? No. The father of that child was Mad King Aerys. That's why Lyanna Stark made her brother, the noble Eddard Stark, soil his name and keep a secret till his dying day. You can't tell him, promise me, Ned, promise me. Because she knows if anybody knew that that was a Targaryen and that was Mad King Aerys' son, he'd be in line for the throne and Robert would have him killed because he was a Targaryen. And you know, Robert was in love with Lyanna, and yeah, that was she didn't want her son to die, so she made Eddard promise to keep that till her dying day. So Eddard takes the baby back to Winterfell, and she ends up in the and she takes the baby and raises it as her own, as we all know, and she takes Lyanna back to Winterfell, and she's buried in the crypts. And only lords and kings are able to be buried in the Winterfell crypts. But they were able to make an exception because Lyanna wasn't a High Lord, but she had a king's son. So she too was able to be buried in the crypts of Winterfell. So yeah, it's the whole world has just bought into this theory, R plus L equals J, and it's just kind of blown me away that I haven't seen this video made because, of course, I think this is the way it is. It's not R plus L equals J, it's MK plus L equals J. Mad King Aerys plus Lyanna Stark equals Jon Snow. And I do believe we're going to figure that out come the Winds of Winter and maybe even here in Season 6. Because I see one of the episodes is called Tower of Joy. So I know you guys are excited as I am to see it all. Can't wait for the season to come. Can't wait for the book to come. Was just looking for something new to check out, but you guys made it look like so much fun. I was like, why not? I'll just make my own video. Haven't seen this one out there, so let's put it out there. So yeah, if you guys liked it, one up it. Like I said, it was my first video, so I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you did, because I got a whole bunch of crazy theories coming out. So until this new season gets here, the new book gets here, keep it up, keep making videos, keep having fun. GOT Nation, we'll see you soon.